All right, guys, part 3, communication. This is not the United States. They speak English here, great. The speed in which it's coming out of your head and your mouth is different from them, the Filipinos, the Philippines. So, I don't talk really loud anyway, so people have to constantly ask me, what did I say? Because I don't talk loud because I can hear me. But anyway, you're gonna have to be patient, and communication here is really you're just gonna have to learn how to be patient with some stuff, and make sure that you be to the point of what you're referring to or talking about or asking, and be clear. You don't have to insult anybody or y'all understand what I'm saying. Salamat means thank you or thanks. Philippines. Be patient. I talked about being patient. Booking your hotels. We got to talk about this. There are apps where you can book your hotel. And when you book your hotel, you're going to see there's going to have some different information saying that you booked this hotel. And when it comes to the receipts and stuff, it's different from the United States. Anytime we book a hotel in the United States, you already know you're going to have a sheet of paper with the terms of agreement, all of that clear as day. It's not quite like that here. You're going to get a receipt, but it ain't that paper receipt that you're used to in the United States. It's a receipt kind of like this is what I got. And I was definitely expecting a paper receipt, because anytime you check into any hotel, they give you a paper receipt. They'll give you a paper receipt even if you don't ask for it. I talked before about your money, having some cash, and also having a debit card. Use your debit card in places that are safe to use, like a box chain, something, a Microtel. This is more on the expensive end, but after day before yesterday when I got off the plane, I got tired of looking. I said, screw it. It's over here by the Mall of Asia. Talked about that. Third-party communications. Third-party communications. Microtel has a global hotels all over the world. Underneath Microtel is MCU something company, which is a Philippine company to host Microtel hotel. Then you have the booking process. So you can book a hotel one of 3 ways: through a third party, or you can book it with the actual hotel. The third party may give you discounts and say you're going to pay this, but the hotel is going to say this. Make sure you understand that. Make sure you're looking at what you're looking at, and all of it is tied together before you spend some money. I'm trying to think what is. This is the only place I've stayed. I'm going to stay at this other place after 12 o'clock today, when checkout time is. Yeah. Third parties. I've got to tell you guys this story, and I've also got the time to do it. I walked around yesterday for hours, just walking around and looking. Once again, paying attention to where I'm going. And I'm looking on my phone, walking around, finding this place. I'm looking around at other people walking towards me. Oh, hey, when you get to the outside lobby in the airport, look around at the people around you. I was sitting there, and people are walking by, if I got my phone one hand and I feel somebody walking by, I just put my other hand on my phone. I was looking at my phone and my head was kind of turned this way, and I could see the lady next to me. She was, looking up or talking to her kids or something, and she did this with her phone. And when she did that, I just put both my hands on my phone. This guy came up, asked her like if she had some change or if she wanted to buy whatever it was he had, and then he went on to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. So just be vigilant, pay attention where you're at. You're in a different country. Wanted to tell you guys that because sometimes it could just be something small, but everything's all good. Anyway, this SMDC place, it's condos, and people purchase the condos. They have condos for sale. If you want to buy a condo over here, it's a great location. The A side has great views towards the west and the mall and other stuff like that. And went and looked at a few apartments slash rooms for rent, and I talked to the people outside because I couldn't find the entrance to the place. I saw a sign saying office, and I'm following, walking down the sidewalk looking for the office, and I don't see anything that looks like an office to me. And I see one of the security guards outside, and I talked to him and said, hey, he's like, yeah, you looking for a room? I said, yeah. When he asked me that, just for some reason, an alarm went up in my head like, hey, let's just check this to see what's going on. Keep an eye out. He calls somebody, lady comes, talks to me, and she starts telling me about the apartment, a room for rent or whatever. And we go up and go look at it. I'm looking at the people in the elevator with me. We get up to the top. I'm looking at people down the hallway. It really wasn't that many people down the hallway. Like I watch her open the door, and I think she knocked on the door first. But anyway, there's some more to this. She goes inside, this lady inside cleaning and stuff, and I'm looking at this room / apartment for rent. And in my head, somebody lives here. Second red flag. So, and it's, I could be tripping, bro, but I'm just being honest with you. 7 minutes. So she's showing me the apartment, showing me the view and the balcony, all that kind of stuff. And then we go downstairs, and she starts talking about the price and things like that. Okay, I'm interested in it, but the price she was quoting me wasn't the price that I saw in dollars or pesos, even though it's an affordable price for if I was going to book it for 10 days or 6 days or 5 or whatever it was. But in my head, I'm like, that price seems too high, and that's not what it said online. There are two different things. There's what you see on Google Maps, there's what you see on Booking, there's what you see on any of the rest of them, versus what you see when it says official site. There's a good chance it's either going to be that plus $30 or $40 or whatever the equivalent, or something along those lines. The third-party booking stuff is what it is. But back to the story I'm telling y'all. Come downstairs, and she's talking about payment, and I was apprehensive and suspicious. And I entertained her and told her, yeah, I'd be interested in paying it. She was like, you want to pay right now? And I said, yeah. So we start walking outside. We walk past this lobby. Not only that, we walked through a different office lobby. And we just walked straight through there. And I'm like, well, if we just exchange some money for an apartment or a hotel room or a condo for rent, there's going to be some terms of agreement. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And she goes into this restaurant, which they've got restaurants down on the bottom level on the outside. And she goes to the girl behind the counter and asks her to give her a receipt book. And this lady gets a receipt book, like she feels to give me a receipt. And I was like, oh no. I said, you know what, let me go get my money from the hotel and I'll come back over here and pay you for it. Then after she walked off, and by this time you can actually go into this place and then come back out and not know where you're at when you get back to the bottom, because it's a big square, stuff we don't have in Mississippi. They have them in Chicago and New York, those big high rises of projects or condos or whatever. But this was a great looking place. Outside looks good. It's got the interior is hollowed out and open, and it's got, I think, four large swimming pools. Probably 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools on the interior of the buildings, because it's a big square shape, hollowed out pools on the inside, nice greenery, beautiful place. After she went in there, she went about her way, and I went mine. I walked back around, and also looking to see if I see her, and I didn't. I walked back around. I went to go talk to the people in the office, and I'm asking them, hey, who do I rent from? And these people behind the office, they don't know. I'm asking them, I would like to talk to, I forget what I said, a condo manager or the owner. We're going to talk about this owner stuff. A receptionist. None of them were receptionists. And when I was asking them about the name of the place, which is, you could see it on them, and it's written all over the place, they don't know. Or they got to call somebody, and then we're doing this again. Somebody else comes from wherever they came from. It's 2 ladies, and I'm getting this same vibe all over again. And I'm like, yeah, I would like to rent a room. And then I start explaining to them, I need something that states that you are agreeing to rent me this room at this place for this period of time. And I'm taking my time, being polite and patient, and explaining it to them. And they're saying, yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's go back over here to where the receptionist is. And she's like, you want to pay? I'm like, yeah, but we got to go over here where this receptionist is. Because when I looked over that counter, I saw the paperwork. That's the paperwork y'all need to be giving me, or something close to it, not whatever y'all trying to do. And I could be tripping. I'll be honest with you. It just, to my American brain, it wasn't adding up, and it just seemed suspicious. The third person, the guy came down. The 2 ladies on the second time, they're like, yeah, you want to see it? And I was telling them, yeah, but I was getting the same vibe, because it's 2 of them. And I'm talking to one and talking to the other one, and they're talking to one another, but they both seem to speak some kind of English. But that didn't work out. I saw some people that I thought were like American black, but they were Senegalese or something. And I started talking to them and asking them, who do they rent their stuff from? And they started explaining it to me, and I was like, okay, I got you. Because they kept using the word owner, which United States, you think of owner is different. These are condos, and the owners are renting the condos out, or the condo is owned by somebody else who's paying them to rent the condo out. So you can give your money to them people and never see them again, and you just get no apartment. You just get no room. So keep that stuff in mind and be safe. Because I was listening to this stuff. Let me finish with the third one. Third one was a dude. And the second one and the third one, which was the guy, I was in the same lobby. And by this time, I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm tired of this. I'm not staying over here. But let me get this third guy a shot to see if I can convey to him what I'm trying to convey to him and what I'm asking. Because all I want is assurance that I'm going to get this room, whether I have to pay y'all a deposit or I have to come back and pay in full. That I'm going to get the rights to this, and it's going to be to me for this period of time. That's my that's what I'm having a problem with. So communication is very important, and really listen to what they're saying, the pauses in what they're saying. Look them in their eyes to see whether you may be talking too fast or they may not get you talking to them. I'm from the South. I have a Southern accent, but people from different areas don't really pick up my Southern accent until I say something like y'all. But anyway, third guy comes down, go through the same thing. He said he has a room. He has 2 rooms. So me and him, we go up, same thing. Checking the elevators, looking around. There's people outside in the lobby sitting down, doing whatever. And we go up, look at the first room. Oh, okay, yeah. Go up, look at the second room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you want to buy? And I said, let's go downstairs where the receptionist is and let's look at the paperwork. And he puts me on the phone with somebody, and I'm trying to explain to them what I'm explaining to you and taking some time to do too. That I want to make sure that I'm reserving this period of time and this right to. Because on something like that, through a third party person who the condo management sells the condos to somebody and then somebody else is renting it out to somebody, I got to make sure I'm protected. This third part about communication is really about that. Same thing when you're renting a room. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just to go find out whether these people that took my money to this other place that I'm talking about, which is a hotel room about 4 miles from where I'm at. Because there are different sites that you can book different stuff on, and it lets you select the room and all of this, and you can go ahead and you can go through and you can buy the room. And these are sites that are recommended. One of them is, hold on a minute. All them people that was outside, and them taxis that was out there the other day and day before that, they gone. One of them is Agoda. There's another one. You know, you have Agoda, which is over here. Expedia, Booking.com. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all because I want to make sure that we are understanding one another. Alrighty. All right. See this place right here? Focus. See this place right here? Ignore that stuff moving. All right. You see all these different apps that you can download and book it through there, and you'll get a cheaper price and so on and so forth. Now, these are all different from the official Philippines Makati. So keep that in mind. Same thing with Booking.com. This is different. So unless you have somebody over here that can reserve it and get it done for you before you get here, it's going to be a filling out and a learning process. Hope that this information helps you guys out. I've got all my information in my receipts showing that I booked a room, my confirmation numbers, all of that kind of stuff. But being here and going around yesterday, it makes me second guess all that stuff, because it's so easy if it ain't in some fine print, letting you know what your rights, what the hotel's rights are, all of that kind of stuff. So other than that, as far as scams, some of them aren't just scams. Some of them are just, they know you don't know. When you get a taxi or something, he says how much it is. Say, really? That's a lot. Then go to the next guy. He says how much it is. Really? That's a lot. And you just keep doing that. Where's that one? There's another app called Grab. Now, dude. Oh my God, dude. I almost forgot to tell you guys. I hope I did talk to you guys about your money here. Some stuff transfers over, some stuff don't. Whatever you had set up before you came here is what's going to work when you get here. If you didn't have it set up before you came here, you can't withdraw money from that. And depending on your bank, your financial institution, you may have problems. So this is what I did. Brought a certain amount of cash to change over, and had a complimentary amount in a credit card account so that I could use that or that. And if something happens, one option, I've got another option to back myself up to. And I told the bank that I want to unlink my other accounts from that account. So if anything suspicious or fishy comes up, I'll know it. I'll get an alert. Also, with PayPal, make sure the account that you're going to use is tied to your PayPal. Do that before you get over here, because once you get over here, your bank may not let you do that, depending on your financial institution. PayPal may not let you do that, depending on your financial institution. So keep all that stuff in mind, that you're in a different world. It's a different language, and everything doesn't translate over as easy. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. There's a lot of unknown things that I'm pretty sure I'll learn. So I think that's about all I got. Salamat. I covered everything on this list, man. So this will be in 3-part video, or you may see this like an all-in-one. But overall, I think I did pretty good. So if you guys have any questions, anything related to the oil field or me or what I've got going on or what I'm doing, most definitely feel free to ask, leave a comment, and you guys be safe. This is my hard work paying off, enjoying this coffee in a totally different country. I'll let y'all later.